as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 18, Gator. Back to pass. Wide. Topper. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's how we do, D.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He finds Douglas complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Ringo. Check 99. You draw Corford. Hit it.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready. 60 or. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Got it. You. Go.
Stay at home. Stay at home. No. Off.
Defense.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Not today. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 8.
Throwing is Newton. He gets this one to Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
That's trash.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes that.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, they'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Miami.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down. And it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Come on, set. 30 base.
52's the mark. He don't know no better. Where's 52? Watch 52. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll run with Michelle. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Michelle running right. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Got a man open, that's Harry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This is Michelle on the counter. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just...
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Michel. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
60 Pittsburgh. Right there, look, 55. It's going to be a long day. That's going to be fine.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Come.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good work that time to get them to jump. And now here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on second and 6. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They run the counter. Michelle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yep. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's go.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now back to throw. He completes this one to Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 9. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll go with a keeper. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Michelle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
X3, 218, chop.
2nd and 9 now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone. Check. 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, Zoo. Brings up 3rd down. 52's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 52, Mark 52.
Snap.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.